Alright, so here we are back in Balam Garden, right where we left off. We're going to go ahead and proceed with the story, and hopefully play some cards and some other stuff along the way. So hopping into the menu, let's look at this new GF we just got. So if we go to GF and go to Ifrit, here's his compatibility. Compatibility affects how fast GF will summon when you select them in battle. Since we've not really used them yet, we won't really see that. We'll have him start learning HP Junction. This does exactly what you would expect. It allows you to put magic right on your stats. In this case, HP, so your health. So that's a particularly useful thing. The other useful one he has is the Elemental Defense Junction that allows you to put spells on your elemental defense. So if, for example, you put 100 fire spells on your defense, you no longer would take damage when an enemy's using a fire attack, which is quite nice. In terms of what the other one's learning, Shiva's learning the Strength Junction. That's a useful skill. Same thing with Vitality Junction. Ice Magic Refine's also a good one to learn. And finally, Quetzalcoatl's learning HP Junction. Card is also a useful ability to quickly get some cards. So there's that. Let's go ahead and make our way to the dorms. So we'll go ahead and take the route all the way to the left. Go ahead and keep on going. These are all the different areas. Various people are walking around. We're not currently in our official uniform, but that's okay. Alright, and is this the dorm? Nope, cafeteria. We passed the infirmary, the squad. The quad. Okay, here's the dorms. Let's go ahead and make our way there. We'll go ahead and change as well. I want to talk to the students. Oh, we missed a little bit of dialogue there. Save point right outside our dorm, but we won't touch that right now. And here we are. Uniform. Let's get changed. And so here we are, looking quite good, if I do say so myself. But that's, you know, kind of silly, but you know, that's what it is. So we'll go ahead and exit. And we'll walk right on back to where we came from. Is there another line of dialogue? Yeah, I wonder how many are going to pass the seat exam today. Hopefully we're among them. Let's make our way back. Oh, and it'll take us right back to the center. So Keistis calls us over. I'll be announcing the squad assignments for the exam now. Let's see. You'll be with Zell. Quite a lively fellow. Lively? He's just loud. Not able to switch members. That's a shame. And here we're introduced to the next character. This is Zell. As you may have noticed, he's somewhat of an expert in terms of martial arts. Poor tattoo ideas, I think. Getting one right on the face like that, not ideal. Apparently he's happy to be with us, excited perhaps? No? Ah, tutorial. Yeah. Okay, so Zell has some extra abilities here that he can learn. Oh, we can skip it. That's nice. He has some different things he can use for his limit break if he gets low on HP. When we get to that, we'll go over that more specifically. And looks like Cypher is in our group. And yeah, he did whoop us pretty bad this morning. We're training. Keistis finishing our lines for us. That's what we like about her. How exciting. Squad leader. Let's see where Cypher is. There he is. Cypher's walking around with his posse. He tends to do that. You'll see throughout the game. You're the squad leader. Good luck to you. Yeah, he's not the most particularly pleasant fellow. But Keistis. Classic Keistis. Ooh. A list. How exciting. Now we get to talk to Sid. Woo. There he is. 12 members. Real battlefield. Battles are for real, of course. Of course. Can only pick one. Well said. I do quite like the music at this part of the game here. A lot of times when I like to study, this is one of those songs I like to play in the background for like an hour. So here's where we kind of learn exactly what we do at this academic institution, or rather more of a military institution. We are training to be an elite soldier. They go by the name of SEED. I don't know if it ever explains exactly what that stands for. I believe it's an acronym. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But in any case, back to it. Couple things you can do here. You can talk to either Sid or Keistis or anyone, but for the sake of getting a good score on the exam, we're going to go ahead and not do that. So let's go ahead and exit. And we'll go right into the car. They get in. We hop in behind them. Let's do it. And right out that main entrance we walked through moments ago when we came back from Fire Cavern. So at this point, it's important to just go ahead and keep it moving. We're not really going to talk to anybody. If we do that, again, we're going to get a lower score. Again, Keistis with the jokes. Fun little car ride. Zell practicing his chops. Stop that. It's annoying. Cypher really is kind of a clever character. You either love him or you hate him. I find him relatively annoying, but just because he is the main rival to the protagonist here. But in any case, that's what it is. At some point, we should be able to control Squall. Who was the girl in the infirmary this morning? Not really. This is great. Chicken wuss and a guy who just reached puberty. Clever, clever lines. All right. So, we get to drive. All right. We'll just go and follow the road here. Driving in PS1 games is a bit rough. Let's go ahead and get through the entrance there. And this is the town of Balam. Of course, our little institution is named after this town. We share a name, Balam Garden, and this is the actual town. Zell actually lives here. We'll visit his mother's house later to play some cards. And here's the dock. Again, important, once you get out, don't talk to anybody. we're just going to go ahead and hop on. Let's hurry up and get in there. Dream Team. I love how Cypher doesn't even wear the uniform. He's just, yeah, we'll just get it. Let's go ahead and hop on. Again, don't talk, just hop on in. Great music starts again. I believe there's some dialogue before the really nice cinematic. I'm going to try not to talk over the cinematic, but I think we have a couple moments before then. I think they mention exactly how many times Cypher's failed the exams, but that's kind of a running joke throughout it. So, 18 hours ago, a request was made for some military support. They were attacked by the G Army. We'll learn about that in a little bit as well. Retreating into the old mountains, that's current status. And the objective is that they're mopping up the soldiers. We'll land at the old beach, and we're gonna liberate the city. How fun! And the order to withdraw takes priority. Cool. So, we're going to hop right on the battlefield. If we have questions, talk to Keistis. Sounds about right. And we'll go ahead and hit do nothing to advance the story here. Again, if you're talking to other characters, that's fine. They have some interesting dialogue. It's what it is. But we're going to not do that for the sake of our score. We can obey the order, or we can not obey the order. We will, because he is a squad leader, and we want a good score. Let's go ahead and head out this way. I'm going to go ahead and not talk here. Alright, and here we go. Right onto the battlefield. And time to get to work. Central Square coming right up. So, okay. Yeah, equip your GFs. Good idea. Let's take a moment to check that now. Cypher immediately wants to run away. And for the moment, Cypher is a playable character. So one of the things you can do if you go to the Switch ability is you can go ahead and do a junction exchange. We have a GF junction to Keistis right now. So we'll go ahead and put that GF to Cypher. And let's just double check that that worked. Yep. So it transfers everything that Keistis had. Now it's on Cypher. So we'll go ahead and junction Ifrit to Zal just so he has a GF as well. And now assign him a couple different abilities. He doesn't have any magic, but that's, I mean, we can exchange something we're not using from another party member. Let's say these blizzard spells. We'll send all of them to Zal. That way we have at least something we can put there. So that puts his strength from a 19 to a 28. So he'll be hitting pretty hard at this point. We're not really healed up. We do have a couple potions. We'll use one on Squall. So, okay. Let's go ahead and head out. One of the things you can do, you can talk to these soldiers all standing guard. We're going to go ahead and not do that. As well, you can save here. We won't do that either. At this point, there's really no need to save. If you want a perfect score, don't let Cypher get any of the kills. Get all the kills with Zal and or Squall, but not really a big deal. So you can see he does almost, a one shot. And Cypher's gonna get this kill here, but that's, I mean, it's not a big deal. Again, if you're looking for the perfect score, don't let him do that. 2 AP. Gonna go ahead and head right on through. We talk to Cypher here, perhaps. Just head forward. Yep. A couple soldiers up there. They're gonna hop down. So here we're gonna take a couple hits, but that's okay. So once again, we kill an enemy with Cypher. Oh well. A little bit more AP, and we're just gonna go ahead and keep it moving. The seed members will secure the area behind us, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Zal's not impressed. Anyways, moving on. I'm curious what spells these guys have. Oh, they have some cure spells. We'll actually have Cypher stock up on them. That way, at least he's not killing these guys. Zal's gonna one-shot him more or less anyway. Not that time, but that's what it is. Alright, so moving on. Oh, we got a potion. How fun. And a GF leveled up. Alright. We're gonna go ahead avoid the dog for now. Let's go ahead and see if there's any other soldiers. So we're not gonna go this way, but there are some soldiers this way. Let's go ahead and knock them out. Stock up on Cure. Perhaps it'll be useful. And Zal and Squall will take care of the rest. Ooh, all the GFs. Cool. That's probably all of them. Let's go ahead and head on back. You can talk to the dog. but the dog's just going to keep bugging Cypher. Well, stand by. So to advance here, just keep on talking to Cypher. Dog will come up. Apparently he's not a fan of dogs. I don't get that. I love dogs, but I guess that's just me. Sounds like it's starting. Bring it on. Yeah, Cypher's a pretty intense guy. I mean, you gotta respect that. I don't like how he treated that dog, but, you know. Gotta appreciate the intensity. Would appear Cypher is beginning to get a little bit impatient. Nothing. I do really like how the dog's just kind of hanging out with us. I think that's a nice touch. Just kind of scratching. Still keeping us waiting. We talk to Cypher one more time. Let's see what happens. It's probably not going to do anything bad. We'll go ahead and hide from the soldier. Apparently a whole bunch of them. They're headed up there. So here we have another choice, exactly what we want to do, but we'll go ahead and agree because we are following Cypher here. Throwing some shade while we're at it. All right, let's go take that facility. So for this part, just go ahead and follow Cypher. What could go wrong? We're just, you know, not following the orders. I'm sure it'll be okay. Another random encounter. I believe from this one we can go ahead and run. Can we? Let's see. Yeah, we can. No point in fighting a battle that we don't have to. That's quite alright. Another one. Same enemies? Probably. Oh, just one. Let's take a moment to draw some cure spells. I feel like we don't have enough of those. One of the things that you can do if you go into the configuration and set the cursor for memory, then if you just kind of hold down the X button, you'll just be drawing magic nonstop, which is nice. Normally I do something like this off screen, but we're only gonna go ahead and do it for one more round, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. We'll go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and escape. That'll give us a decent amount of cures in case things get a little bit rough in the upcoming battles. But that's okay. Not sure why the screen's doing that. But here we go. There's a wounded soldier there. You can talk to all of them, but I don't recommend it. You'll lower your score. Oh, good. Alright, and battle time against an anaconda. How fun. So he hits a little harder than usual. That's not really a problem. Nothing too useful in terms of magic. But we'll go ahead and have, go ahead and heal up Squall while we're at it. Nope, not the enemy. There we go. Cypher finally being useful. Not sure exactly how much HP this thing has. Shouldn't really be too much of a problem, even though it's probably a stronger enemy than we've faced thus far. It's quite alright. Just go ahead and keep hitting attack. By the way, you can do the R1 thing to boost the damage from Cypher's Gunblade as well. The timing is considerably trickier, but just as you kind of hear the sound of the blade hitting, that's when you'd want to do it. Looks like he's still holding up. Well, we'll just go ahead and keep attacking. Nothing too fancy here. Oh, we got it that time. And there we go. That takes care of that enemy. Get a Venom Fang, some AP. Always good. Monsters, huh? That sucks. More fun for us. Good attitude. I mean, you gotta hand it to the guy. He's down to party. So we'll go ahead and head on up. So here we'll go ahead and spy on what's happening. A few soldiers there. The generator's up and running. Wonder what they're going to use it for. It's a communications tower. Fascinating. Cypher, not particularly interested, but that's okay. Apparently Cypher with the big ambitions. Squall not willing to reveal exactly what he wants. Yeah, it's quite amusing how much Cypher gets under Zell's nerves. And here we're introduced to a new character. We've actually already met her. If you remember the girl we bumped into right outside the classroom and we gave her a tour, same girl. We are indeed Squad B. Yes. Yeah. We are the guy that showed her around. She's a messenger. Her name is Selfie from Squad A. Not selfie as in like, you know, taking a photo, but nonetheless. Where's Cypher at? Great question. Oh, there he goes. Oh. Jumps right off the cliff. Now, we'll have the option to jump off the cliff if we want, but you get a lower score for being reckless. So go ahead and walk around just like Cypher did. Ignore the random encounter. Hopefully we don't get interrupted by too many more random battles, but it's alright. And here we are. Be much quicker if you just jumped. Zell is correct. Would not normally jump off a cliff. Anyways. Has everyone equipped the GF? Great question. Selfie now joins the party. So we'll go ahead and actually, since Cypher is no longer in the party, is that GF just available? Indeed, Shiva is just available. So we'll do all the same stuff that we just did. Selfie comes in level 8. Nothing too impressive there. Since there are about to be a couple boss battles, let's make sure we're all learning something useful. Indeed, everyone is. So cool. Let's go ahead and head on in. We'll have the opportunity to save the game, which we definitely will. Communications tower. Good. Good. Cypher doing his job. Captain's getting away. Let's head in there. So here's a good opportunity to, oh, okay, random encounter. Go ahead and hit this draw point. Blind, that's a good spell. Let's go ahead and give that to Squall. 11 blinds, that's pretty good. So, what, oh, okay, another random battle. Oh, different kind of soldier. Let's see what spells they have real quick. Before we inevitably run away. Nothing useful, so let's, well, we're gonna get hit, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Alright, so here we're at the save point. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game, and I'll see you in a moment.